Happy 4th of July. Welcome to the Philly podcast. And first of all, happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Whatever you want to call it. Have a good holiday. I hope it was a very good weekend. Hope it's a very good rest of the week. Um so yeah. Another thing, I apologize. I couldn't get much of a City Field vlog going. Um Kind of didn't work. Just like my mic right now, it's just being stupid. Yeah, I'm due for a new one. I did get some pictures, so it was a very nice experience. The ballpark. Now I went to MetLife Stadium back in October for Notre Dame Syracuse, and that kind of I kind of presumed that that'd be that MetLife was just like all the New York stadiums. MetLife. Wasn't really impressed with it. It wasn't really nothing to write home about. Um, but City Field was a very good. It was a very nice place to watch a ball game. It was really a good place to see a game. Um, you know, they had it was a way more open than Citizens Bank Park. A lot more group areas. I was sitting in left field. It was just a nice place to watch a ball game. Um, the food was very good. They had a lot of Nathan hot dog stuff, Nathan Famous, whatever it is. Speaking of Nathan's, they have that hot dog eating contest today. I got Joey Chestnut um, winning that. So yeah. Um, no, but City Field is very. That's only my third ballpark I've been to, other than obviously Citizens Bank Park, and I went to Camden Yards um, a few years back. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was a good place. It was a very good place. I definitely go back there. Um, Unfortunately, the Phillies freaking blew it. Pat Neshek. So it was not a good game, but it was as Andrew Congdon is putting it in the live chat, a nice place to watch a game, a ball game. And they also it was Astrubal Cabrera bobblehead day at City Field. So right in front of me, I have an Astrubal Cabrera bobblehead sitting here. Don't know what to do with it. I'll probably sell it. If anyone wants it, let me know. But they're just gonna have to pay up. I'll probably sell it for, I don't know, some price. Um, yeah, it's an Astru. I'm looking at it right now. Astrubal Cabrera, still in the box. It's him with his hands up. They're trying to recreate the walk-off home run he hit against us last year, the Phillies. So whatever. I didn't go to batting practice too, which was another bummer because the traffic getting into New York City makes the Schuylkill wait to get into Philly from the Schuylkill seem like a millisecond. Like that was just insane because we took the George Washington Bridge in from the New Jersey Turnpike. That was just bad. It was like a 50-minute wait. I missed batting practice. Then I get there. I don't even think they had batting practice because the tarp was on the field. And we actually got in an hour early. Um, but yeah. So speaking of the Phillies, they won Sunday, 7-1. They won last night, 4-0. Aaron Nola's been pitching great. Aaron Nola, Jesus Christ. 4 hits, 8 Ks, a win. There you go. That's how you win a ball game. Him and Pivetta pitched 2 very good games. Now we got Mark Leiter, who's been okay. No decision his last start against the Seattle Mariners. But hopefully, this goes well. Hopefully, it goes well for later. I'll be there today. It's a 4 o'clock game. It's already my eighth Phillies game of the year. I hate to brag it, but it is. And somehow, some way, I've gone to 8 games and I've only got 3 baseballs. Not good. That's not. I mean, that's really kind of embarrassing. But I'm kind of glad I got that. I'm getting to 8 games this year. So it's nice to be back in my home ballpark. Nice to go back to my home ballpark instead of sitting with all those Mets fans. That's another thing. The Mets fans were really. Here's the deal: the Mets fans kind of ignored me the whole time until Tommy Joseph hit the 3-run home run. And then when Tommy Joseph hit the 3-run home run, I just went nuts. And then they're just like, sit down, Philly. And then in the bottom of the seventh, when the Mets rallied, they did the whole rally cap thing where they turned the cap inside out. Numerous "Let's go Mets" chants. Made me just want to, I don't know, but it is their home ballpark. I'll give it to them. So, all right, yep. By the way, it's July, and I hate to say it, but now from now until next June, we won't be doing those June intros. I don't know, but we'll see. I got to come up with one for July. I still haven't, so I just said Happy 4th of July for this episode. That's what Jim Jacko is saying right now. So, yep. How about Nick Williams also, by the way? Nick Williams has been very impressive for the Phillies. He had I mean, I'll tell you this right now, that guy, that he is a fast kid. He is a very fast kid. He stretched what would be a single for most players into a double last night. And I'm telling you this right now, he is a play. I mean, I know he's played 4 games already, but he's been showing a lot. Yes, they did win last night. They were on a 2-game. They've won the last 2 games. So Sixers played a summer league game last night. Markelle Fultz had 17 points. I really didn't tune into that. I'm not a big summer league person. Um, it's Fultz versus Tatum. It was okay. Summer league basketball doesn't really do anything for me. It's just like preseason football, preseason hockey, spring training baseball. It is. You just you just watch the games to evaluate. All right, so another thing. We are a surprising around 3 weeks away from training camp. I'm excited. I am really excited for the Eagles team this year. Um, I think they'll be a playoff team. And you look at the division, I don't really think Dallas is going to do anything. They have a very tough schedule. They are a threat, though. Like I said, I don't like the first 2 games in the schedule. You could probably say the first 3 games is pretty tough because, you go into Washington, which we sucked. You're on Arrowhead, which no one wins that. And then you're going to go home and play the New York Giants, who are supposed to be a very good football team this year. Now, the Eagles, I think the 3 teams, I mean, I said this 2 years ago about these 3 teams that have an edge in the division, but then the other team wins, that everyone expected to really suck. And that was the Washington Redskins. But this year, I think that the three teams that have an edge in the division are the best chance at making the playoffs are us, the Cowboys, and the Giants. For some reason, I just think that the Redskins aren't going to do anything this year. I don't think that they're going to be a direct threat to the Eagles, but you got to keep them in mind, though. You got to keep them in mind that they can do something. Kirk Cousins can't make the playoffs. He has Torrey Smith. He has Jordan Reed. Kerrigan on defense. Norman on defense. They could be a team to beat. So keep the Redskins in mind. But I think it would be safe to say that the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Eagles have a chance at getting in the playoffs. By the way, today's Phillies game starts at 4:05. Mark Leiter's on the mound. So yeah, I will be going to the game today. Yeah. There's only 2 viewers. Maybe not a lot of people are up. Maybe not a lot of people have gotten the notification that the Philly podcast is live. Andrew says, I am back. Okay. Okay. You have to work today. Oh, okay. I wonder how many people will be on the course. Andrew, do you want the Asdrubal Cabrera bobblehead that's sitting right here? Because I have no desire to keep it. All right, Andrew wants the Asdrubal Cabrera bobblehead. Okay, you're gonna have to pay up because I want to get something out of it. Maybe you could give it to Tommy. Tommy really likes Asdrubal Cabrera. It's right here. It's a nice bobblehead. You know, it has his signature on the box. It says Mets. It's a nice bobblehead. You know, he was demanding a trade 2 weeks ago. Like, he was demanding a trade from the Mets. Like, seriously, you demand a trade. 2 weeks later, you have your own bobblehead day, and you hit a home run to win it. People. I love the Mets. Yeah. Happy opposite day. I love the Mets. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was fun listening to everyone in my section just yell, "Let's go, Mets! Let's go, Mets!" Oh my God. Just shoot me. Then they tell me to sit down when Tommy Joseph hits a home run. Like, you come into our park whenever you're playing us here at Citizens Bank Park. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're insane. Phillies fans do the same thing the Mets fans. Well, like, what do you well, what do you mean the Phillies fans do the same thing the Mets fans? I mean, more Mets fans go to Mets away games at Citizens Bank Park than Phillies fans to Phillies games at Citi Field. Remember when you like that is a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Okay, we're past that. Speaking of the Yankees, I passed by Yankee Stadium. That place is a nice joint. Rangers and Flyers are better. Okay, yeah, yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, you know, first of all, I hate all New York teams. I can't stand them. I hate them. The Yankees suck. The Mets suck. The Giants are just I hate the Giants. Okay, I hate the Giants. I almost hate them more than the Cowboys. Okay. Like those people up there think they're the shit. Okay, I mean I can't stand them. I hate them. I hate them. Yankees fan, John. Okay, okay. We're gonna talk about that. All right, we'll get that out of the way because everyone's been trying to reflect on the days that when I was a Yankees fan. Okay, everyone. I think many people hit a nice case of front runner, but for a little bit in my younger life, we'll start the story. For a little bit in my younger life, I was a fan of the New York Yankees. I walked around in the Yankees hat that I bought on the Ocean City Boardwalk one summer. And I like Derek Jeter. I liked Mark Teixeira. This was back in like 2010, so yeah. I bought MLB TV to watch every Yankee game, and I was still a Phillies fan. I considered myself a half Yankee, half Phillies fan, but when the Phillies played the Yankees, I honestly didn't give a shit. I just watched the game and, hope that one team would win, hope that one, I don't know, it was weird. It was just a weird stage in my life. I'm glad it's over. There's only one player I still like on the Yankees. That's one player, and that's Aaron Judge. I like him. I just like Aaron Judge. Other than that, I hate Torres. I just, I still, I knew, you know, got my way out of it. I hate the Islanders and the Rangers. They suck. They suck. They suck. Yeah, I would wear a Yankee hat all around. Like I would wear it all the time. All the time. I think I still had that Yankee hat. It's probably in my closet somewhere, but John still likes the Yankees. No. I haven't even seen the Yankees in person, actually. I've never seen the Yankees. Never. Never been to Yankee Stadium. Never seen them play. Never. I've seen the Mets, but I've never seen the Yankees. I used to be a Cowboys fan. Yeah, okay. I never was a Cowboys fan. I was only a Yankees fan. Only a Yankees fan. I've always been an Eagles fan. That's always my NFL team. Yep, my favorite player was probably Jeter or Teixeira. I really like Teixeira. I think the rotation back then was probably Sabathia, Burnett. What's that? What's his face? Phil Hughes. Phil Hughes was in there. I forget. All right. This is the song that I used to sing. It makes me cry.
We're gonna scream, put it out of the wall! The other team's gonna know what it means to play the Yes, we love the Yankees. Now in our love, we love the Yankees. We're really proud of our Yankees. And we wanna win today. Go, wait, one, go, 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 go!
It's better than Meet the Mets, I'll tell you that. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. All right, we're done. Can only take so much of that. I'm past those days. It's over. Screw the Yankees. They're awful. I guess you could say my favorite team in the AL East is probably Baltimore because their stadium's kind of nice. The Yankee pride is coming out now. Screw that. Screw that. I'm a Phillies fan. All right. Okay. Those days are long gone. Long gone. Long gone. Long gone. Now listen, if I were a Yankees fan right now, I would have already gone to a Yankee home game, which I haven't. Philly podcast exposed. Okay. Don't act like you don't love them. I hate them. I hate them now. I hate them. I'm just telling you guys about when I did like them. Okay? I'm past those days. That was when I was 10 years old. Okay? I currently do not own any other Yankee gear than probably that hat, which I don't know I still have. So that's it. Okay? You love the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. Can you get it through your head? I hate the freaking Yankees. They suck. My teams are for baseball, the Phillies, for football, the Eagles, for college football, Notre Dame. That's the only non-Philly team that I like, Notre Dame. Then you got the Flyers and the Sixers. That's it. That's it. Talk about tennis. Well, we could talk about the Springfield High School tennis team coached by the one and only Tom Hawley. I guess they'll start their season pretty soon. I think one plays in the fall, one plays in the spring. They're a well coached team by a man that makes candles. By the way, there is a big tennis stadium right next to Citi Field in Queens. I think they play like the U.S. Open there. It's like the Billie Jean National. I don't know, whatever the hell it is, but yeah. Still want the bobblehead, Andrew? It's sitting right here. It's waiting for you. Struble Cabrera. Trying to get rid of it. It's a nice bobblehead. Problem is, it's, I learned about Islam in 8th grade. That was way back when. So, in the days of our lovely 8th grade social studies teacher, talk about Obama. I feel more American without him. I feel more pride in my country without him. Yeah, that guy, yeah. The meaning of the 4th of July was the day that the Declaration of Independence was signed, the birthday of the United States of America, a day that many people decide to, I don't know, go to baseball games, which I am doing, have barbecues, drink beer. Like we're not talking about, no, like Mexican beers or Irish beers or wine. We're talking about like Miller Lite, Coors Light, like that kind of stuff. And grill burgers and hot dogs on the grill. And then go watch fireworks, make s'mores, and go to sleep. That's the 4th of July. My love for this country is so great. And, I'm glad that we have a president that knows what he's doing. Instead of, a dude that is just stupid. So, yeah. If you got to go to work on the 4th of July, you got to go to work. You got to make that money. All right, Andrew? I mean, that's how it is. Don't be pissed about it. Just, you got to be proud. You're thankful that you have a job in this lovely country. So, Yeah. S. Cornelli Tees. Guess what, S. Cornelli Tees? They were playing the greatest song. One of the best things about the Mets is, one of the only good things about the Mets is that they were playing the greatest song. In the 7th inning, after Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the Mets have a tradition. I won't sing it. I'm not like that. Then you got a freaking ad. They have to take me out to the ball game, every game. I was just saying, it was awesome. It was a good time. Then my brother put it on a Snapchat story of me singing that song, so, And then the next day, at my baseball game, everyone on my team's asking me what that song is called, and and they wanted me to sing it in the dugout. So it's called Lazy Mary. It's a good song. It's a very good song. Sean, do you have any interest in a Asdrubal Cabrera bobblehead? It's sitting right here. You might have to pay for it, but it's a nice, lovely bobblehead of Asdrubal Cabrera after he had a walk-off home run. So if you want it, just pay up. Just sitting right here. I do not know what to do with it. I want to get some money out of it, but so yeah. The Mets have pretty cool giveaways. They got like a free shirt Friday. They have I think they're in a couple weeks are giving out like an Yoenis Cespedes uh, arm sleeve, compression sleeve. It's pretty nice. They have some pretty cool um, giveaways up there. And also, the Mets are still doing something that the Phillies have stopped this year. The Mets are still selling programs. I have no clue why. I mean, I always used to like to go to the Phillies game. The first thing that you do is get in the ballpark. When you get in the ballpark, is you buy a program. Instead, they're just doing these scorecards. They're not doing the magazine programs that have like nice little articles about players, stuff you didn't know, just stuff they didn't like cover on the weekly Phillies magazine show, like Phillies Clubhouse or Behind the Pinstripes, just different shit. And it was actually kind of nice. But the Mets, they still have it. It's called Mets Magazine. They have a nice article on Jay Bruce. They got some other stuff. So nice. I picked that up. Politics, Joey. We've discussed this, all right? So maybe we'll talk about that in the middle of February when there's really nothing to talk about. So yeah. Yes, Angel. That's lovely. Okay. Okay. My fantasy football team. Wait, Joey. The month of February is boring. Okay, it's boring. Okay, the Flyers play once every 3 days. So what are you doing in those 3 days? Nothing. February is the Super Bowl, and then it's nothing. Okay, yeah, you got the NHL, and then you got the NBA. Okay, that's it. That's it. You don't have any good sports like baseball or football, college football. I mean, come on. My fantasy football team last year was a mess. I ended up winning the consolation championship, which, my first year in this league. Yeah, the NHL is good, but, they play once every 3 days. The MLB sucks. Okay. MLB is good. Okay. Baseball players, it's better to be a baseball player than anything else because you get more money. Anyway, my fantasy football team it was just awful, but I made the championship or the consolation championship. I won the consolation championship. Hopefully this year I'll win. I'll win big. It'll be great. So yeah. Joey is running the league. Andrew is the defending champ. Two guys that are currently on the podcast as we speak. Andrew, what are you talking about? College basketball is the shit. Okay, college basketball is so much better than the NBA, and you're the one person that's always like, I can't wait for March Madness. I can't wait for March Madness. I can't wait for March Madness. It's so fun. It's so fun. So don't give me this bullshit that you think college basketball is awful. You like college basketball. Who are you targeting in the first year, in the first round? You. 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 I was let down by March Madness. Okay. Why? Because your bracket got all effed up. College basketball is the better basketball than the NBA. I mean, come on, get it right. You got Villanova. You got my boys, Notre Dame. You got Kentucky, Duke, UNC. That's pure. It's a good game. The PGA, the PGA, the PGA. It's good. It's good. Zeke, that's the one cowboy I'm going after, and that's the one player that I really want on my team is Ezekiel Elliott. I think Dak's gonna suck this year, but I think Zeke's gonna be a good player. I think Zeke is gonna have a very good year. He's running with that O line, so yeah. Aaron Rodgers will be around. You're true. You're right. I want to draft well this year. I just don't want to make any dumb trades like I did last year. We're not bringing that up. I've already brought up the Yankee thing, so that's that. But yeah, it's 10:20 on the 4th of July, and we are on live on the Philly podcast. Thanks for tuning in. It was a hot day yesterday in Philly as the Phillies beat the Pittsburgh Pirates by a final score of 4-0. Aaron Nola, 8 strikeouts in the 4-0 win against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Sixers, in a summer league basketball game, lost to the Boston Celtics by a point, and Markelle Fultz had 17 points. And that is your Philly Podcast 2020 Sports, presented by the Philly Podcast. That's every 20 minutes on the Philly Podcast, starting right now. That was the very first Philly Podcast 2020 update. We'll be giving one at 10:40. And after the show is ended. Do I have an extra ticket? No, I bought 2 tickets for this afternoon's game. Look for me on TV. I'll be sitting with my buddy Chris from the Commodores. Yeah. We'll be sitting. What is it? Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Just looking at the thing. I think we're sitting in 141, 140, 142, around there. So look for me in by the left field foul pole. Philly Podcast. Baby Woods Kids, 3 Musketeers. Yeah, Philly Podcast. Fuck yeah, Philly Podcast. I'll be awaiting your next podcast. Jack Hands on. Some people have to pay the bills. Okay. 10/23. So yeah. Do you have T-shirts? I'll be working on them at some point, so don't worry about it. We're bobbleheads. Well, you know what? You know what? You know what I might do with this Asdrubal Cabrera bobblehead? I'll just, get rid of it. I'll put Mets suck on the bottom of it, I'll probably send it to like one of those places that does bobbleheads. I'll probably send it up there to one of those places. Under Mets will say suck. My face. Just going like, yeah. Giveaway, okay. Joey, should I broadcast live from our fantasy football draft? I'll bring all my stuff. I'll bring my interface. I'll bring my mic, and I'll bring I'll bring my awful mic, and then I'll bring my computer. Should I do it? We'll take a league vote if we could do a special Philly podcast from the draft. Yes. Okay. All right. So I got one league vote. I got the biggest vote in order to do a podcast. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I won't have this mic by then. I mean, this thing is just awful. It's awful. I mean, if I didn't have this like nice interface that makes your audio nice, it'd sound like crap. It'd be like kind of like the lovely aide that got arrested at my school. Like yeah. MLB Shop loads me with emails. Like, come on. Like, it's for stuff I don't even want. Like, they give me like San Francisco, like it's 25% off on the San Francisco Giants jersey, or 50% off on this I don't know, Milwaukee Brewers spatula. I mean, come on. I don't want this shit. If I want anything from MLB.com, I want a Phillies jersey and a Phillies spatula. I'm a Phillies fan. I even put that in my MLB.com account that I am a Phillies fan. I want Phillies stuff. Jeez, people. Right now, over in do a podcast giveaway. Well, maybe I'll do some. I'll do some. Like what are you talking about? Podcast giveaway? Like tickets, bobbleheads, T-shirts? What? What you in these Philly podcast T-shirt? Andrew, we include all. We include everybody on this podcast. I do not want to bash a certain group. Okay. We're all in this together. Once we know that you are. We're all in this together. Give away your first round pick. Hell no. I've already done enough. Andrew, instead of all these BS questions, are you in favor of me doing a Philly podcast from the draft? I mean, I'm not going to do it without everyone's approval. So, I mean, yes, okay. So we got 2 votes. How many guys are in the league? 9 or 10? Or 8? My approval, okay. So as soon as the football season starts, after every podcast, we will be going in to detail on we will be updating the standings of this is the league I'm in. It's called the FaZe Fantasy Football League, okay? That's what the league is called, okay? The FaZe Fantasy Football League. My team is DUI Daily. Our defending champ is Andrew. The commissioner is Joey. The 2 divisions are the Free Gat division and the Free Buck division. I'm in the Free Buck division. That was the lovely names of our, divisions. So, yeah. So it's a fun league. It's just it's a cool league. So we will be looking at the standings, recapping the games at the end of every podcast in the football season, starting with week 1. So stay tuned for that. That's every podcast during the week, and that doesn't include the Eagles pre and post game shows. When I'm doing the Eagles pre and post game shows, I'm only talking about the NFL and that, and the Eagles. And then we'll do a weekly picks, like everyone else does. We'll do top 25 college, with the college, and then we'll do obviously the NFL. So yeah. All right, guys, it's 10:30. I have to get ready because I am going to the Phillies game today. So thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Philly podcast. Happy 4th. Hopefully we'll get another podcast done. Hopefully I'll have a July intro ready. Thanks for tuning in again, and have a good 4th.